You want to speak English fluently, right? But most learners never practice the right way. Today, we're showing you exactly how to shadow 99 sentences and speak English like a native speaker without memorizing boring rules. Let's do this together. Hey everyone, welcome back to Speak Up Sessions English podcast. I'm so excited about today's episode because we're doing something really special. You know, learning English from books is good, but speaking English, that's where the real magic happens. Today, Fizu and I are going to practice what we call shadowing. It's an amazing technique that helps you speak English naturally and fluently. Fizu, have you ever heard about shadowing before?
No, Masu. What is shadowing? Is it like following someone? I'm a little confused, to be honest.
Great question. You know, that's exactly what a lot of learners ask. Shadowing is when you listen to native English speakers and you repeat what they say at the same time. You're like a shadow. You follow the words, the pronunciation, the speed, everything. It's incredibly powerful for your speaking skills. By the end of today, you'll understand why this technique works so well, and you'll practice it with 99 real-life English sentences.
Oh, that sounds really cool, Masu. But 99 sentences? Is that too much? I think maybe I'm worried about that.
I know what you're thinking, but don't worry at all. We're not going to do all 99 sentences right now. Today, we're going to focus on the best ones, and you're going to feel so confident. The beautiful thing about shadowing is that you improve much faster than traditional studying. Are you ready to try?
Yes, I'm excited now. Let's start.
Okay, so before we start shadowing, let me explain something important. When you shadow, you're not just repeating words like a robot. You're learning how English really sounds, how native speakers connect words together, how they use rhythm and intonation. You're training your mouth, your ears, and your brain all at the same time. It's like learning to play music, you know? You listen, you practice, you repeat, and suddenly you can play a whole song.
That makes sense. So I need to listen very carefully, right?
Yes, exactly. And here's something really interesting. When you shadow sentences, you're also learning grammar and vocabulary naturally, without studying grammar rules. Your brain just absorbs it. For example, if you shadow a sentence like, I've been working here for 5 years, you're learning the present perfect continuous tense, but you don't need to worry about the technical name. You just learn how to use it in real conversations.
Oh, I understand now. So shadowing is like learning English the way children learn their native language?
Brilliant. You got it exactly right. Children don't study grammar rules. They listen, they repeat, and they learn. That's exactly what shadowing does for adult learners. You're mimicking how you learned your native language. Now, let me ask you something. When you shadow sentences, what do you think happens to your pronunciation?
Maybe it becomes better.
Yes, exactly. Your pronunciation improves so much because you're copying the exact way native speakers pronounce words. You hear the stress on certain syllables, the way they connect sounds together. It's all there in your practice. Your mouth learns the shapes and movements needed to make those sounds. It's incredible, really. Have you ever noticed that sometimes you understand English when you hear it, but you're not sure how to pronounce certain words?
Oh, yes, all the time. Sometimes I know the word, but when I need to say it, I'm not confident about the pronunciation.
That's so common, Fizu. And you know why? Because you learned that word by reading, not by hearing and speaking. But with shadowing, you connect the written form and the spoken form together. Your brain creates a complete memory of that word. Next time you need to use it, you'll pronounce it naturally. That's the power of this technique. Ready to learn how to do it properly?
Yes, absolutely. Tell me how to start.
Perfect. So here's the step-by-step process. First, you need good quality audio. You can use TED Talks, podcasts, movies, or videos like ours here on Speak Up Sessions. Second, you listen to a short sentence, maybe 5 to 10 seconds long. Third, you pause and you repeat exactly what you heard. The goal is to sound as similar as possible to the original speaker. Let me give you an example. Listen to this sentence. I really enjoyed the presentation today because it was very informative and interesting. Now, can you repeat that sentence exactly as you heard it?
I really enjoyed the presentation today because it was very informative and interesting.
Good try, Fizu. You did well. But let me help you with a couple of things. You said, I really enjoy, but the sentence was, I really enjoyed. Do you hear the difference? Let's practice that part again. Can you say it?
Oh, yes, I really enjoyed, right?
Perfect. Now let's do the whole sentence together. Listen carefully to how I say it and try to match my speed and the way I say the sounds. I really enjoyed the presentation today because it was very informative and interesting.
I really enjoyed the presentation today because it was very informative and interesting.
Excellent, Fizu. That was much better. Did you notice how you sounded more natural this time? That's exactly what we're aiming for. Now, here's an important tip. At first, you might shadow slowly. That's completely okay. You can even shadow at 0.75 speed if it helps you. Once you're comfortable, you increase the speed. Some advanced learners shadow at normal speed or even fast speed. But there's no rush. It's about quality practice, not quantity.
So I shouldn't feel stressed if I can't catch every word at first.
Exactly. You've understood something really important. In fact, if you catch 70% of the words correctly at the beginning, that's fantastic. Your brain is working hard, and every time you practice, you'll catch more words, more sounds, more natural patterns. It's a beautiful journey of improvement. And you know what? Even native speakers sometimes need to listen twice to understand certain accents or fast speech. So there's absolutely no shame in that. You're doing something amazing by practicing.
That makes me feel better, Masu. I thought I was supposed to understand English immediately.
That's a belief that stops many learners from practicing. But here's the truth. English learning is not about perfection. It's about progress. Every single day you practice, your ears get better, your mouth gets better, your confidence grows, and that's what matters. Now, let me ask you something. When you shadow sentences, should you look at the words while you're listening?
I think yes, so I can read and listen at the same time.
Great question. At first, it's okay to read while you listen, but here's something interesting. Many professionals recommend that after you've listened once with the text, you try again without looking at the text. This way, you train your ears to recognize sounds without depending on reading. Try both methods and see what works best for you. Some learners prefer to read first, then shadow without reading. Others like to shadow while reading. There's no one right way, but the goal is eventually to understand English just by listening.
Okay, I understand. So the ultimate goal is to understand English just by listening.
Yes, and that's the beauty of shadowing. You're building that skill every time you practice. You're training your brain to recognize words, understand patterns, catch the natural flow of English speech. It's like developing a superpower, honestly. And the best part? You're also improving your accent and your fluency at the same time. You're getting 3 benefits in one practice method. All right, Fizu, let's put this into practice with a real scenario. Imagine you're attending an international business conference. There's a speaker giving a presentation, and you want to improve your English by shadowing what he says. Let's do a realistic role play. I'll play the conference speaker, and you practice shadowing my sentences. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. This sounds interesting.
Great. So this is a typical opening speech. Listen carefully, and then you repeat. Here we go. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. I'm really honored to be here with such a talented group of professionals.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. I'm really honored to be here with such talented, professional.
Good effort. You caught most of it. Let me help you with 2 small things. First, you said, I'm really honor, but it's I'm really honored. That's the past participle form. Second, at the end, it's talented group of professionals, not just talented professionals. The word group is important here. Let me say it again, and this time pay special attention to those 2 parts, okay? Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. I'm really honored to be here with such a talented group of professionals.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. I'm really honored to be here with such talented group of professionals.
Perfect, Fizu. That was excellent. Now you've got it. Do you notice how you sound more confident when you shadow the correct form? Your brain is storing this pattern now. The next time you introduce yourself at a business event, you'll naturally use this kind of language. Now, let's continue with the next part of the speech. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm getting more confident.
That's what I love to hear. Okay, here's the next sentence. Today, I want to talk about 3 important topics that will help your business grow faster.
Today, I want to talk about 3 important topics that will help your business grow faster.
Great! Very close. Just one small thing. At the beginning, we usually say, today, I want to, with a small pause after today. It helps listeners understand the structure better. But your shadowing was really good. You caught the meaning and the flow. Now, here's where it gets more interesting. Listen to this longer sentence. The first topic is about understanding your customers better, because when you truly understand what your customers need, you can create products and services that really satisfy them.
Oh, that's long. The first topic is about understanding customers, better, because when you understand what your customers need, you can create products and services that really, satisfy them.
You know what? That was actually really good, Fizu. You got the main idea and most of the words. This sentence is longer and more complex, so don't feel bad if you didn't catch every word. This is exactly why shadowing is so powerful. Your brain is learning to process longer sentences, to catch the main ideas, even if you miss some words. In real conversations, you don't need to understand 100% to communicate successfully. Let me help you with the part you struggled with. When you truly understand what your customers need, you can create products and services that really satisfy them.
When you truly understand what your customers need, you can create products and services that really satisfy them.
Excellent! You've got it now. Do you see how we're building your speaking confidence step by step? First you hear it, then you try, then we correct gently, and then you do it perfectly. That's the learning process, and it works so well. Now, let me ask you something. In this sentence, why do we say satisfy them instead of just satisfy?
Because the pronoun, the customers?
Perfect. You're thinking like a linguist now. Yes, them refers back to the customers. So we're saying that these products and services satisfy the customers, them. This is a natural pattern in English, and by shadowing, you're absorbing these patterns without explicitly studying grammar rules. You just learn how English works by hearing and repeating it. Beautiful, right? Let's do one more sentence from this speech, and this one is really important for business communication. If you want to be successful in the long term, you must invest not just in products, but also in relationships with your customers and your employees.
If you want to be successful in the long term, you must invest not just in products, but also in relationships with your customers and your employees.
Wow, Fizu, that was almost perfect. You've really got the hang of this. Did you notice how you improved so quickly? That's the power of shadowing. Each time you practice, you get better. Your mouth learns the rhythm, your brain learns the vocabulary and grammar patterns, and your confidence grows. This sentence has really important business vocabulary: invest, long-term, relationships, and now you know how to use them in context. That's real learning.
I'm really happy with my progress, Masu. Can we do another scenario?
Absolutely. You're doing amazing. Great. Now let's move to a completely different scenario. This time, we're not in a formal business setting. We're in a casual cafe, and you're eavesdropping on a conversation between 2 friends. The beauty of shadowing is that it works for every type of English: formal business language, casual conversations, technical English, everything. Let's practice some natural, everyday English. I'll play both characters, and you shadow what you hear. Ready?
Yes, I like this idea because I want to speak English in casual situations too, not just business situations.
Perfect. That's the right attitude. Okay, so you're in a cafe and you hear this conversation starting. Here's the first part. Hey, how have you been? I haven't seen you in forever.
Hey, how have you been? I haven't seen you in forever.
Excellent. That's perfect. Now listen to the response. I know, right? It's been like 3 months. I've been so busy with work, but I really wanted to catch up with you.
I know, right? It's been like 3 months. I've been so busy with work, but I really wanted to catch up with you.
Perfect, Fizu. You got every word. Notice how you're getting more comfortable with contractions now? I've been instead of I have been. I know, right? These are natural spoken patterns that are so important for sounding like a native speaker. Let's continue the conversation. Same here, honestly, but I'm glad we finally found time. So what's new? Tell me everything.
Same here, honestly, but I'm glad we finally found time. So what's new? Tell me everything.
Wonderful. Now here's where the conversation gets a bit longer and more detailed. Listen carefully. Well, I got a promotion at work about a month ago, and it's been really exciting, but also super stressful because I'm learning so many new things, and my team is really big, and everyone expects a lot from me.
Well, I got a promotion at work about a month ago, and it's been really exciting, but also super stressful because I'm learning so many new things, and my team is really big, and everyone expects a lot from me.
That was really good, Fizu. You only hesitated once, which is totally normal with a longer sentence. You know what? You sounded really natural, especially with the way you said super stressful. You caught the natural emphasis. This is exactly how friends really talk. Now, here's the key learning moment. Did you notice the structure? It's been really exciting, but also super stressful because... This is a perfect example of how we connect ideas in English. We're using conjunctions like but and because to link our thoughts together naturally. By shadowing conversations like this, you're learning how to structure your own thoughts in English. Let me ask you, what was her promotion?
She got a promotion at work, but I don't know what the promotion is about.
Good observation. You're right. She didn't say what the promotion is specifically. She just said she got promoted. Now, let's continue. Listen to how friend 1 responds. That's amazing. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. But I totally understand. Taking on more responsibility is challenging, especially when you're the new person in a leadership position.
That's amazing. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you, but I totally understand. Taking on more responsibility is challenging, especially when you're the new person in a leadership position.
Perfect. And notice something beautiful here. Friend 1 is using empathy. They're saying, I totally understand. In English conversations, empathy and validation are so important. People want to feel heard and understood. By shadowing this kind of language, you're learning not just words, but also how to have real human connections in English. Now, let's add one more exchange to really cement this situation. Exactly. You understand me so well. That's why I love talking to you. But anyway, enough about work. I want to hear about your life too. What have you been up to?
Exactly. You understand me so well. That's why I love talking to you. But anyway, enough about work. I want to hear about your life too. What have you been up to?
Fizu, that was absolutely perfect. Not a single mistake. Do you realize